んにちは。Welcome to Learn Japanese with Maza Sensei. Today in this lesson we will learn about にせよ、にしろ which means regardless of weather. Now let's go! Verb-dictionary form plus にせよ、にしろ Verb-dictionary form plus にせよ、にしろ Noun plus にせよ、にしろ Noun plus にせよ、にしろAdjective plus にせよ、にしろ plus adjective plus にせよ、にしろ It is used to convey that regardless of A or B, the result will be C, or C is true regardless of either A or B. While it is common for this grammar pattern to appear with the positive and negative version of verb in A and B, it may actually be used with any verbs, nouns, or adjectives that are contrasting in some way. In other Japanese expressions, we have もし A の場合でもやっぱり B, or A と仮定しても B. For example, whether he apologized or not, I intend to forgive him. To apologize is 謝罪する、謝罪する。So we will use the opposite meaning of verb. 謝罪するにせよ、しないにせよ。To forgive is 許す、許す。I intend to do something. We have many expressions, but in this case, let's use Volitional Form plus と思う。許そうと思う、許そうと思う。彼が謝罪するにせよ、しないにせよ、彼を許そうと思う。にせよ and にしろ are interchangeable, so we can also use にしろ。彼が謝罪するにしろ、しないにしろ、彼を許そうと思う。Whether you agree or disagree, raise your hand for either option. To agree is 賛成する、賛成する。To disagree is 反対する、反対する。So, 賛成するにせよ、反対するにせよ。Either options. When there are two options, we will say どちらか、どちらか。If there is more than three options, we will say どれか、どれか。To raise the hand is 手を挙げる、手を挙げる。When someone in a higher level give an order to someone in a lower level, we will use stem word plus なさい。So, どちらかに手を挙げなさい。賛成するにせよ、反対するにせよ、どちらかに手を挙げなさい。This is same as 賛成するにしろ、反対するにしろ、どちらかに手を挙げなさい。When we only use にせよ and にしろ one time, it has another meaning. It means even if. The first meaning, it means no matter how A, B, or even if A, B. In other Japanese expression, we have A はわかるが、でも B だ。Even though I just barely passed the exam, I'm extremely happy to have passed the exam. When you want to say I barely did something, we can say ギリギリだ、ギリギリだ。I just barely passed the exam. This is past tense, so we will make this into past tense. ギリギリだったにしろ。To pass the exam is 試験に合格する。試験に合格する。I could pass the exam. This one is past tense potential form. 試験に合格できたことは I am happy. 嬉しい。I am extremely happy. Let's use すごく。すごく嬉しい。ギリギリだったにしろ、試験に合格できたことはすごく嬉しい。We can also use にせよ。ギリギリだったにせよ。試験に合格できたことはすごく嬉しい。Even though it's not as bad as Mr. Yamada, Mr. Kimura does not have a very good personality either. When you want to say A is not as adjective as B, we will use A は B ほど adjective negative. So if we use this structure, it becomes 木村さんは山田さんほど性格は良くない。Now we will make this sentence into even though it is not as bad as 山田. So it becomes 山田さんほどではないにせよ。And then after that, 木村さんもそんなに性格は良くない。We can also use にしろ。山田さんほどではないにしろ。木村さんもそんなに性格は良くない。Another meaning of にせよ、にしろ。It means I acknowledge A but cannot understand or accept it.In the later part, the speaker's opinions, evaluations, and feelings of disagreement can be included. In other Japanese expression, we have A とは認めるが B. I acknowledge that it was his first match, but the result was disappointing. First match 初めての試合初めての試合 So the past tense will be 初めての試合だった and then put together with にせよ The result is 結果 Disappointing is 残念だ In order to show that this was very disappointing, we have many expressions. But in this case, let's use でならなかった結果は残念でならなかった初めての試合だったにせよ結果は残念でならなかった。We can also use にしろ。初めての試合だったにしろ、結果は残念でならなかった。I acknowledge that it's a small amount, but you should pay it back if you borrow money. Small amount. This is 小さい金額。This is noun, present tense. If it's noun present tense, we can either put together with にせよ or we can also add である小さい金額であるにせよ To borrow money is お金を借りる If you borrow money will be お金を借りたら To return is 返す You should pay back.So in order to say you should do this because it's a common knowledge, we will use べきだ。返すべきだ。小さい金額であるにせよ、お金を借りたら返すべきだ。Previously, we also learned にしても。Now, what is the difference between にせよ、にしろ, and にしても? All three have the same meaning, but にしてもis commonly used in conversation, while にしろ and にせよ are slightly more formal expressions. So for example, no matter how hard you try, you cannot become a doctor. No matter how is いくら to do your best, 頑張る So past tense will be 頑張ったいくら頑張ったにしても、いくら頑張ったにしろ、いくら頑張ったにせよ。We can use all these expressions. To become a doctor is 医者になる。Potential form negative. 医者になれない。いくら頑張ったにしても、医者になれないよ。いくら頑張ったにしろ医者になれないよ。いくら頑張ったにせよ医者になれないよ。So we can use all these three expressions. Question word plus にしろ Question word plus にせよ means without exception, all. No matter what kind of reason you have, there is no way to take the JLPT if you're late. No matter what kind of is どんな Reason is 理由 To have is ある Before this, the particle will be がどんな理由が あるにしろ。To be late is 遅刻する。If you're late, this is conditional form. Let's use 他 form plus ら。遅刻したら。To take the exam is 受験する。In order to say there is no way to do something, even though I want to, we can use stem word plus ようがない。JLPT を受験しようがない。どんな理由があるにしろ、遅刻したら JLPT を受験しようがない。We can also use にせよ。どんな理由があるにせよ、遅刻したら JLPT を受験しようがない。No matter where it may be in Tokyo, the transportation links are too good.No matter where it may be will be どこにせよ。Transportation is 交通。Link is 便。So 交通の便。It is too good will be 良すぎます。In order to emphasize that it is extremely good, we can also use あまりに。交通の便はあまりに良すぎます。東京はどこにせよ、交通の便はあまりに良すぎます。We can also use にしろ。東京はどこにしろ、交通の便はあまりに良すぎます。So this is all for today. Thank you very much for watching. Please try to make your own sentence in the comment box below. If you have any questions or comments or requests, please also write it down. Don't forget to like this video, and if it's the first time watching this channel, don't forget to subscribe. いつもありがとうございます。バイバイ。